Good people. Um, Welcome to JJ Tech Tutoring channel. Today we'll be actually dealing with trigonometry. So to those of you who are doing trigonometry in their studies, mostly also grade 12s, so this is a trick that is actually created for grade 12 students and up, right? So now, if you are taking a course that is actually having trigonometric in their maths, so this video is also for you, right? So I'll try by all means to go deep in basics, whereby I let you know, familiarize yourself with square identities, trigonometric identities, trigonometric ratios, 2D and 3D problems, trigonometric graphs and compound and double angles, right? So now, first thing first, I like to start with trigonometric identities, whereby we all know that sine square x plus cos square x is equals to 1, right? Then with that being said, that means we can be able to actually solve for any of this with this. So that means now cos square x is equals to 1 minus sine square x, right? So now that means sine square x is equals to 1 minus cos square x, right? So these are the things that we always have to know, that we are given the trigonometric identity. Then for me is to find some of things that are not clearly clarified, right? So now cos 2x is equals to cos square x minus sine square x, or 2 cos square x minus 1, right? So now that means this cos 2x is equals to cos square x minus sine square x, or it can also be equals to 2 cos square x minus 1, right? And also this only cos 2x it can also be equals to 1 minus 2 sine square x, right? And then also you always have to know that sine 2x is equals to 2 sine x cos x, right? So these are the trigonometric identities, right? Your cos 2x is equals to these, and this, right? So that means you also have to know that when you are given this, or mathematically, when you have something, when you are given something like this, and they you happen to get maybe 2 sine x, always know that 2 sine x is equals to sine 2x divided by cos x, right? So that means here you decide. So trigonometric needs more practice than all those subjects, all those chapters that you are doing in your mathematics grade 12, right? So because you need to know how to fight the problems that you come across. So there are many things that are expected from you that must come out of your medulla, that you need to play with numbers, you need to play with those trigonometric identities, trigonometric ratios, right? So now, going to trigonometric ratios, we know that sine theta is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, right? And then cos theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. Then tan theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. So now this one you can create your own style, that you can be able to check this, That means you can say cha, sho, ta, right? So that means you know here you read them backwards. So that means cha, this one stands for cos. That means reading them backwards, it's add divided by hype, right? That's how you should read them. This one is sine up divided by h hype. Then this one up divided by h. That's how you can deal with them, right? Now we can just also go to compound angles. These are the ones that you always have to copy down and try by all means to read them, practice them, right? It's sine A plus B is equals to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, right? Sine A plus B is equals to sine A multiplied by cos B plus cos A multiplied by sine B. So that's how it is. Then sine A minus B is equals to sine A cos B minus cos A cos sine B, right? So these are the things. Very simple, very simple. Cos A, you see here, the only different was the sign, because here the different was the sign, right? Now cos minus B, or let's start with cos plus B, is equals to cos A cos B, right? Minus sine A sine B. So that means there is a difference with cos. When it comes to cos, you stand alone cos A, you stand alone sine, and then the difference will be A and B, right? So now let's talk about cos of a negative, A minus B. This is equals to cos A cos B plus sine A sine B, right? So here it's vice versa. The one that is using positive, it uses negative that side. The one that uses negative, it uses positive that side. Unlike sine, on sine, if here it's positive, here it's positive, here it's negative, here it's negative, and then it's sine cos sine. That's how it is. That's how it is. Now if we can also go, because I'm trying by all means to give you an overview of trigonometry, right? So now let's go to sine rule and cosine rule and the area rule. All of those things, I'm gonna do example for them. So now I just want you to have that background, to have that drift, right? So now sine rule is just sine A, capital letter A divided by A, is equals to sine capital letter B divided by B is equals to sine capital letter C divided by C, right? I will show you guys how it works, but for now I want you to write down the formulas and all. I'm trying to give you a very strong introduction in trigonometry. Then cosine rule is equals to sine squared is equals to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos of C, right? This is the capital letter C angle, right? So now it's C squared is equals to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos of the angle C, because this one is the side, is the distance of C, right? So now let's go to area of triangle ABC, right? That means now it's 1 over 2 AB sine C, right? You know, when we're talking about area, you can also say 1 over 2 multiplied by base times height. Base times height, right? So as long as it's right angle triangle, right? It's not, right? Yeah, as long as it's not that. For right angle triangle, it has to be something like this. For this one, just triangle, it has to be like this. Now, you also have to know using some examples, right? Using some examples. Let's say given right? So now, number one, sine B, right? Number one, sine B is equals to, you have to write down your show tau, right? Number one, sine B is equals to check this one and say opposite over hypotenuse. So that means opposite over hyp, right? So now, which one is my opposite? My opposite to sine B, because B is this angle, this side. B is this angle, this side. So that means my opposite is what? My opposite is AD, right? Because it's the one that is opposite to the angle, right? So it's AD divided by hypotenuse is AB. AB, right? Exactly. That's how you should write it. Then let's say cos B. What is your cos B? Cos B, we're still using the same angle. Cos B, we go this side, adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent. So now this one is your adjacent, and this one is your hypotenuse, right? So now it's BD over AB, right? So now, if now we have to talk about tan, tan B is equals to, let's check here, it's opposite over adjacent. So it's up over ad. So opposite is this side, that is opposite to the angle. It's AD over BD, right? Right. So now, if now we have to change, because I need to make sure that you guys understand these things. Now, sine C, now that means we have changed the angle. Now we are using this angle, right? So sine C is equals to, since we said it's opposite over hypotenuse, so that means opposite is still the same. It's AD, hypotenuse changed now. It's AC, right? So this one, it's opposite to this one as well, right? So that's why I'm saying this, it's our opposite. Then cos C is equals to, cos of this C is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is DC, hypotenuse is AC, right? Tan C. Tan C, you all know that it's opposite over adjacent. So opposite is AD, adjacent is DC of this angle, right? So now, let us now go to the examples, to some problems that you guys need to solve to just practice those also trig identities that I taught you and all. And then another thing in addition that I need to remind you is that tan theta is equals to 1 over cot theta, right? And then it's equals to sine theta over cos theta, right? Now, sec theta is equals to cosec theta cot theta. I want to show you something. Now, can you check this third letter? Check this third letter. Did you check it? Now, that means sec theta is equals to 1 over cos theta, right? Then cosec theta is equals to 1 over sine theta, right? Then cot theta is equals to 1 over tan theta, right? So that's how we actually check. That's how we actually check for these things, so that we don't confuse ourselves, because sometimes you might think sec and sine, they sound as if they have a relationship, sec, sine. So you might say sec theta is equals to 1 over sine. No, let us use this simple way, right? So now, having a quick example, now we have to start trying to solve some problems there and there. Now, example number 1, sine theta over tan theta. Now solve or simplify, right? So first thing first here, I'll take this sine, put it here, theta, and then I'll have 1 over tan theta. And I remember that 1 over tan theta is equals to cot theta. is equals to cot theta. And then cot theta is equals to, it's actually the reciprocal. You see, cot theta is actually the reciprocal of tan. Cot theta is equals to the reciprocal of tan. That means cos tan is sine theta over cos theta. Cot theta, it will be cos theta over sine theta. So now cot theta is equals to cos theta over sine theta. Then this and this cancels. Then we will be left with cos theta. Right? We'll be left with cos theta. So now, talk about another example now. Let us have another example. 1 minus sine beta, 1 plus sine beta divided by cos square beta is equals to 1. Right? So it's a proof now. Prove that. So first thing first, you have to say this multiplied by this, you get 1. This multiplied by this, you get plus sine beta. Then negative beta multiplied by 1 is negative sine beta. Negative sine beta multiplied by sine beta is negative sine beta square. Right? Divided by cos square beta. Right? So now, with that, you have to say this will cancel. Right? So now it's 1 minus sine square beta divided by cos square beta. Right? So now, if I remember clearly, I taught you how to actually come across this, and I taught you that 1 minus sine square theta is equals to cos square theta. So now 1 minus sine square beta is equals to cos square beta, because sine square beta plus cos square beta is equals to 1, right? So now when we are solving for cos square beta, we say cos square beta is equals to 1 minus sine square beta, right? So now that means here we're gonna include cos square beta divided by cos square beta. Then this and this will cancel. They will give us 1. That means now it's proved. That means now it is proved, right? So I'll try by all means, guys, to upload as many trigonometric problems, because now I've tried by all means to take you through trigonometric identities. I tried by all means to also take you through to trig ratios. I took you to the compounds. I took you to sine rule and cosine rule and area rule. So what's left is for me to do problems with you, to solve problems with you, and add the graphs, and try by all means to make sure that you understand trigonometry. Otherwise, please do subscribe and like and share the video. See you on another channel. Thank you so much.